everybody, it's Kim and welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. Welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. It is the end of August, so I'm here to bring you my August wrap-up and the conclusion of Book Buffet 2021. First off, I read 8 books this month. Throughout this month, I have been vlogging all of my reading escapades, so I won't go into too much detail about all the books that I'm wrapping up today, because you can find them in more detail in the Book Buffet playlist. So first, the full list of everything I read this month. I read Flamin' Hot, the second memoir by Richard Montanez, the creator of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Garlic, Mint, and Sweet Basil by Jean-Claude Izzo. The Milk Lady of Bangalore by Shobha Narayan. Unvarnished by Eric Alperin, a gimlet-eyed look at life behind the bar. A little bit of reflection on that one, sorry. The Land Where Lemons Grow by Helena Adel. The Sugar Season by Douglas Wynot. The manga Oishi NBO, and I read the a la carte volume about the joy of rice. And finally, I read Radha and Jai's Recipe for Romance. This was a YA 2021 release. So first, what were my favorite things I read this month? I read a lot this month, and honestly, I got a little bit of, not book slump, but like just a desire to stop reading for a couple of days, and then I think I'll start anew. My favorites, hands down, my favorite was The Milk Lady of Bangalore. I think this could be one of my favorite reads of 2021. It is nonfiction, it's a really good read, feel good, and a beautiful cover, and I did learn a lot about cows. Another one I read that I really loved was Oishi NBO, or however you pronounce this book. I'm really excited that I own the whole a la carte series, and I can, because these are a la carte, they're episodic, so I can pick up any volume, whether it's about the fish, the one about sushi, anything like that. I can pick these up, and I think I'm gonna read these at night and leave them upstairs by my nightstand. They're really calm slice of life, and I really enjoyed them. And final read I really enjoyed this month was Radha and Jai's Recipe for Romance. I think I liked this book because I buddy read it with a friend who's not on BookTube. And I love when she and I have a book in common that we can talk about. It's nice to have that relationship with someone who's not in the BookTube space, but I can still get them excited about reading. And the fact that Radha and Jai introduced me a lot more to Arushi's world. Like, I knew Arushi was a dancer, but now I have so much a better understanding of some of Arushi's life and the stories she's told me because I had these two characters and this story to go through and enjoy. So there definitely were some duds this month, but I think the biggest dud really had to be Flamin' Hot by Richard Montanez. This is really not a memoir as much as it is an inspirational business book. I found that kind of misleading. This is a brand new 2021 release from July. I was very excited to read it, and I was just really disappointed. And the other book that's just not for me, it's not a bad book, it's just not for me, was the Jean-Claude book, Garlic, Mint, and Sweet Basil. It's very short, and I can tell that this is a prolific writer in the sense that his descriptions were beautiful, but these were all like short stories with no real plot, and it was more of his musings, if you will, and I need more plot in my stories. If I'm gonna read something that's not nonfiction, food history, food writing, that has like a certain connective thread. The connective thread here was writing about the Mediterranean, but it just didn't do it for me. I do think if I gave this to my mother, she would find this quite beautiful. It is eloquent, it is very beautiful, but just not for me. Now the only book on this list that I actually read but didn't do a vlog about was Unvarnished. I actually finished this Sunday night, which was yesterday, and I read it as an audiobook, and this is actually the winter book for Read It and Eat. The winter box is going to be booze and alcohol themed. So the box is going to come with a spirits kit, so you can make spirits for your drinks, hand-pressed coasters made here locally in Buffalo, New York, and this book. I loved this book. I really liked Eric's tone as an audiobook. Eric, the author, narrates the audiobook himself. Always amazing. It was a 6-hour audiobook, so really easy to get through. For me, I am not someone who drinks, and to really understand cocktails, spirits, I loved learning about the trials and tribulations of opening the bar. I loved learning Eric's story on how he fell into this world as like someone who wanted to be an aspiring actor, but I also loved the knowledge that I did get out of it. I could never own a bar. I could never be a bartender. I did love the manga bartender, and I've always thought that the man or the woman behind the bar is always such a sexy figure and very iconic. And to really, it's a really uplifting story, and it's a man who he like relentlessly pursues his dreams to owning this bar, even when he kind of wasn't sure what he was doing. And he has a really great relationship with a mentor named Sasha, who's like at least a decade older than him. And that relationship is really heartwarming. It almost feels like father-son-ish. So it was really touching, and I really, really recommend this book. It is in the winter box for Read It and Eat, and it could be a great holiday gift for someone in your life. So finally, that's everything that I read for the month of August. There were a couple things for Book Buffet I didn't finish. I did not finish Oishi, which was supposed to be one of my special topic books, or a food I don't know a lot about. I know sushi, but I don't know the history of sushi. And I didn't finish Anthony Bourdain's World Traveler. I am taking my time with that book. Anytime I read Anthony Bourdain's books, I really just like to take my time. And Dan specifically asked if he could read that with me. So when Dan and I read together, we go to a snail's pace, and that is fine, because there won't be Anthony Bourdain books forever. He did pass away. He did die by suicide. So like anytime I get my hands on a new Anthony Bourdain book, I want to revel in it. So that's fine. So now looking at all of the prompts, I'm gonna hopefully put the bingo card over here. How did I do? Did I get a bingo? I read a fiction. Ding. I read a new to you genre. Ding. I read translated work. Yep. I read the group read. I did read Kitchen Confidential, but it is a reread, so I'm not gonna like put it on my reading list. A micro history. Ding. Sugar Season. Published in 2020 or earlier, for sure. Nonfiction, for sure. Published in 2021, for sure. New to you food, I'm not going to check off. I mean, I could kind of say sugar, maple syrup, because I don't know the history of it that well, but I really wanted it to be more, that was really meant for Oishi, so that I did not fully black out this entire bingo card. Moderator recommendation, I guess technically I didn't read anything else the other moderators recommended, but I am a moderator, so I'm going to give myself that one. A book with a movie adaptation. I didn't finish the Anthony Bourdain book, which was kind of my connection. Set on a different continent, done. And 40% BIPOC and females. So yes and yes on both of those. So all in all, I did pretty well. I think there's a lot I learned about Book Buffet. I want to pre-plan reading sprints more in advance next year, and also have like a co-host for reading sprints. But I'm really excited. We will get together in early September for the wrap up with all of the ladies of Feasting Females. We can talk about what we liked, what we can do better. We'd love your feedback, and also let me know what you've been reading. What did you think of Book Buffet? Did you enjoy yourselves? Thank you everyone, by the way, who participated in the Book Buffet tag. It has been really fun watching all of your videos. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I post new content every Tuesday and Saturday, and I will see you in the next one. Happy reading!